Welcome back to Rikos Way. This is episode 18, part 1 of how to start a business. Welcome back. I hope you had a chance to watch the 5-part How Rico Did It series. If you haven't had a chance after this video, whenever you have the time, go back and watch it. And also you can listen to them in the car on Rikos Way podcast. Yes, I do have a podcast. Thank you if you've been listening and watching. So, the basis of making that series was for today and for the future videos to come. If you were listening or watching them, possibly you could question what I'm saying. Rico doesn't know what he's talking about. How can I listen to this guy? What experience does he have? And the How Rico Did It series was to answer your doubts and questions. And to be honest, watching videos of people that I admire or look up to, I myself do some digging into their past. So that was the motivation behind making those videos. It wasn't to go viral, but it was something of a background or a foundation for viewers to go back to. I had posted on my Instagram for my followers to ask me questions related to business, and majority of the questions were related on how to start a business. But before I answer any, first I have to do it. Let me lay out some light framework. I need to talk first about the broad understanding of business, and then we can get into your questions on the following video. But trust me, many of those questions are answered in this video. The reason you're watching this video is because you want to be an owner, not an employee. And first off, I want to applaud if you are successful as an employee and you gain a high wage. This is no easy feat. Congrats if that's you. But if you're not happy in your position or you feel there is more you can offer to this world as a business owner, listen in. Or as a college student that you feel you don't want to climb the corporate ladder and you want to start now on your own business, listen in. If you're a tradesman and have years of experience, you know A to Z of your trade, and you feel you can do this on your own, listen in. If you just started your life as a teenager, it's never too early to start sharpening your teeth for the future. If you want to have a strong focus to fight, listen in. First, each has their own role. Without an owner, we cannot have any employees. Second, not all employees are equal in performance. Also, not all owners are equal in performance as well. Third, to have a successful business, we need both employee and owner performing at a high level. If you can understand that, you can hear what I'm going to say next. Any company high performing will have 1 or 2 great employees. These workers shadow the owner. They are there for support and also a second opinion. An owner who has great workers will often lean on them to help with the responsibilities of the business. These employees are not selfish. They see duty in their work. They want to perform their best. They want to please their boss. They want to earn every penny in their paycheck. These employees may even act or even care for the business as their own. Naturally, a worker with great merits will be first in line for promotions. When I say a good employee, I'm not talking about a good manager or executive. I'm talking about the full range of personnel, from the janitor to the drivers to the programmers, the marketing team, the salesman staff, hell, even the engineers. I'm sure you've heard the stories of the dishwasher who then became the owner of McDonald's, or similar ones. A worker who took dedication in taking out the trash, cleaning the tables, just as much as a programmer or an accountant would with their data. Good performance can pop up at any level in the company structure. If you can see your job not just as work for a check for the company that you work for, but this is the training for your future. Can you perform a task with a smile, with confidence, with effort? Can you find better ways to do it? Are you willing to stay late to complete your task? Come in on weekends, on holidays? Do you care about the quality of your work? Any owner or manager can see an employee who shows commitment and passion from a mile away. I can spot you out of a crowd of workers. You will be the one who is chosen to rise up through the ranks, offered more responsibility, more pay. The dream question: would you like to help me run this business? I feel like retiring. You show you care. This does happen, and I've seen it. So you have bent over backwards, showed dedication. You have bled for this company, but you did not get the raise. Or as I mentioned in the beginning, not all owners are equal. Your captain is not steering the ship to calm seas. He keeps going into the storm and making the crew work their ass off. And you're willing to do it as your duty. But you can't block out the stories from other ships. You can't stop hearing about people making more money than you and having a better job experience. Well, maybe you're in the market to leave and find a new job. Or maybe you're in the market to become an owner, become a captain, and get your own ship. Why did I tell you all this? Because if you feel you are not a great employee, be honest with yourself. If you have that I don't care attitude, you take pride in taking advantage of the owner, you're going to have a difficult time trying to run your own business or even get started. If you are a difficult son or daughter and you can't complete your parents' requests, you're going to have a hard time. You know I'm going to say school next. And my story is my story, and I've talked about it. But it's still true. If you're not good in school, but you don't have intelligence to go with it, it's going to be difficult. You must be able to complete tasks above the average level. You cannot be like your peers. You must shine. We are different. To be an owner is to be the dominant one, to be the alpha of the pack. We have always stood out. Is that you? I love business and all levels. We can skip the school, skip your business degree. We don't need anyone's approval to start a business. Don't forget the basics of business is trade, the market, trading and selling goods. They sell to eat. They sell to put clothes on their back. They garden, they bake, they sew, they weld. They're artists to have something to bring to the market and sell. They are business owners. Don't overlook anyone who trades. If there is green moving, there is business activity. But my favorite and most simple real world exercise is the hot dog salesman. The person that goes to the store, buys hot dogs, hot dog buns, ketchup, mustard, a few cases of sodas, and some chips, gets a cart to boil water, and boom, he is in business. For example, he goes to the store and buys a case of 35 sodas for $15. And he sells each can of soda for $2.50, when each can only cost him about 40 cents. With similar gains with other items, buy in quantity and make a profit. Once again, don't overlook anyone who's doing business. Business is good. You buy a pickup and a real hot dog cart. It's so good you need an employee. This is where I will display the difference between the two. As many people confuse an owner's duties with an employee's, at any level, we are not the same. Let's go through the day of an owner and an employee of a hot dog stand. The owner wakes up at 5 a.m., skips breakfast, has to load up the hot dog cart, takes the supplies out of the freezer and into the cart, gets the ice, grabs the bread, gets the chips, washes the cart, checks the umbrella, checks the cashier, makes sure he has change for the day. Damn, needs more change. Checks the propane. It's empty. 6 a.m. Goes to gas the truck and refill the propane. Grabs a coffee and a donut. Owners, they eat the best. 6:30 a.m. Goes to the bank ATM, grabs cash for the cashier and for his worker. 7 a.m. Arrives at his lucky spot and begins to set up shop. 8:30 a.m. The water is boiling. He's almost ready. 9 a.m. His employee arrives, but first has a hot dog, some chips, and a soda for breakfast. They work together all day, the owner on the cashier and his worker on the dogs and sodas. 5 p.m. The day is over. The employee gets paid and leaves. It's time for the owner to clean up, drain the water out the tank, turn off the propane, dump the ice, clean up the trash from the customers, put all the unsold items away, fold the umbrella, close the cart. Then walk to grab the pickup, reconnect the cart to the pickup. 6 p.m. You're ready to go. Let's enjoy the traffic. 8 p.m. You arrive home. Take out the precious foods and put them back in the fridge. Disconnect the cart, put it away, park the truck. 9 p.m. You have your first real meal of the day. 10 p.m. Do your books and accounting. 11 p.m. Shower and go to bed. In 6 hours, you're going to do it again. I went through that daily diary to show you how the owner's duties are far superior to the employee, but it doesn't end there. Maintenance duties, breakdowns. The owner is the one taking care of the truck, taking it to the mechanic shop. He is the one getting the burner fixed on the cart or doing it himself. He is the one that's waking up on Sundays and going to different stores and buying the items to sell. Maintaining the insurance on the truck, the seller's permit, payroll, taxes. There's a constant stress of what he needs to run his business. And on top of that, he would like a larger business. He has dreams of having 2 trucks and 2 carts. His employee just has to come to work and get a free breakfast and lunch and do what he's paid to do. I'm not saying that he doesn't do his job, but he goes home, plans their night, their weekend, zero stress related to work, to be able to shed duties like a snake as soon as you punch out. That is the difference between us. The owner never punches out. We are on the clock 24/7. And the employee is only there 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. As an owner, we don't get weekends. We don't plan vacations. We don't go to concerts. We don't do parties. Our business is our life. The times you see us living the high life you desire is when the stars and the moons align. And somehow we're able to have someone help us run our business, or we close our business so we can just get away. Now, I have laid this example in the rawest way possible. And 90% of the time, it is true. Chat with any owner, and off the record, they will tell you how they wish they could work alone or with a fleet of robots. The owner is always carrying the whole load. But if you feel you are that 1% and you help carry that load, well, then let's continue on then. You may have what it takes to become an owner. But the reason I gave you this example is so you don't think we are just the owners driving the Benz, traveling, nice clothes, the nice house. You have to be educated on what it took to get those items. That 10 or 20 years ago, that owner used to be that person loading up that hot dog cart at 5 a.m. It takes a strong character to go out on your own. The struggles, the disappointments, even now, with a business that's 10 or 20 years old, the owner is still cleaning up the garbage, still cleaning the greasy stove, even though he has a golf tee appointment waiting. You have to do this before you can go on to the next. That is the owner's life. The ladder from becoming an employee to an owner is a continuous effort. Just because you become an owner, the elevator doesn't go ding. We're at the penthouse. If you are at the top level of the ladder as a great employee, when you become an owner, you are at the bottom of the ladder again. You must climb it to become a great business owner. Life is never ending. Is this what you want? To become a business owner? In the next video, I will dive into your questions. I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If you have time, listen to my podcast if you're driving. You can follow me on Instagram at Rikos Way. Also, comment down below. Give me your feedback. And as always, peace.